Hey guys, Narish here. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. I was recovering from the full-time job and the week that was quite tiring, and trying to produce something daily. I didn't do anything over this weekend in that sense, but what I did do was take the lessons learnt from the week, and tidy up, sharpen up a few places, and start again tomorrow. So there's a few areas that I started, and I want to kind of take you through them on the desktop here, and then hopefully these things help to accelerate the production workflow that I'm trying to develop here, and get into a way that enables me to get to a structure and components of a song that I think that I could then spend further time on fleshing out, and then getting out. So let's get into this. So the first one that I want to kind of begin with is, let me click on start recording. Okay, so I first looked at SongSketch. So you guys know, if you've been following me, I use SongSketch. It's a Max for Live plugin that allows you to take sort of core ingredients of a track, and it will put out a rough arrangement for you to then work on and flesh out how you want. I'm using it mainly because I'm trying to package up the arrangement element of music making in a way that I can just get to the end and just skip over that bit. Similar to mix and mastering, I would use Ozone and just kind of use a tool to kind of get me the results. At the moment, the idea is just focus on idea generation, getting it into Ableton, using hardware, and working out a workflow around that, and then developing the rest of the stages. So as you can see on the screen, firstly what I've done is I've broken down the various parts that were available, and I guess what this does is it sets boundaries, limits. These are all the things that you can have. So you've got your drums, melodic song structures, I guess, chords, riffs, arps, and so on, and some FX sections here. It doesn't include vocals, so you'd have to do that separately. It's just a sort of limitation in the plugin. But what this essentially does is allows me to capture these sort of elements from the hardware or sample packs, play around with the melodic parts in the middle, creating a MIDI pattern, and then using the structure. And I was doing this last week, so I'm looking to kind of polish up on that, and then there's a few more tutorials, I guess, to go through and just make sure that works correctly. But one of the things I'd like to do is have my own sort of ghost arrangements, templates that I've done from my own analysis, and maybe I'll do a different video on that allows me to kind of take in the structure that I've made from a finished track and then use that as a template rather than what comes out of the box. So that's what I did there first. The other thing I did was Ableton Templates. So you can see here, you get some out of the box, but I found that having some of my sort of default templates were too busy, intensive for my machine, and so it would be just too much for the RAM and hard drive and everything to handle on the CPU. So I took them out, and I found that actually you can use them as and when you need them. So I had the Apogee input, so there's my sound cards I've got, the Duet, and the Quattro, or I can't remember what it's called, but this is the other one that's just there and they link together. I've got my Pioneer DJ mixer as an input, work that out. Hardware, I've got that there. So all I now have to do for the Apogee stuff is bring it across, and I've got my direct sounds coming from my sound cards. Similarly for the DJM, if I wanted to use that as an input, I can do that as well. And then you've got my various channels there. I've got the mic channel, so 5 there. And then finally, the external hardware, I can bring that in, and that allows you to see got the Minilog TR8 sub 37, the SB16, the Squid, and I've got USB and MIDI in, so that allows me to have everything. So I can now pick and choose what tracks I want and what imports I want, and that sort of greatly streamlined my sort of template. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is the Trello board here. It's something I've put together because I use it as a way of managing my day-to-day activities, permanent job, the sort of hobbies, and gym and various other admin things I have going on. So you'll see here, I've got my morning routine, music, where I've put in an hour here, including journaling, then my morning work, afternoon gym, afternoon work, a quick sort of 20-minute weight session, then music, but potentially maybe then the Instagram, YouTube videos that you guys are watching, so trying to put that in there. A little bit of chill time, dinner time, Netflix time, then potentially alternative days where I spend an hour on music or just chilling with the family or doing something there, talking to the fiance, and then 10:30, 11, try and bed it so that I can loop back around and get up at 6 and go again. Weekends slightly differ. I've got my dad in the morning as well to sort of manage, get him in the bath, showered, and that. He has something called PSP, which is a progressive supranuclear palsy, rare sort of degenerative neurological condition. But anyway, less of that, more of the music stuff. So so this is my sort of routine I've put together. I'm going to go through it. If I click into it, I can see it's a little bit more detailed, from getting up, lemon water, doing my gratitude journal, going for a dump, shower, doing sun salutations if I can, getting dressed, pray, concentrate, and off we go again. So that's what's going there. This is also, I guess, baked around a bit of intermittent fasting that I'm doing. So for those that know how that works, I'm trying to do 8 hours of a window where I can eat. So that's currently 11 to 7. So bleeds into the evening a little bit. So I fudge it a little bit there and have dinner at 7:30. But generally that's the plan. So holistically speaking, I've got my DAW sorted out, tracks sorted out, inputs sorted out. I've got my Trello board sorted out in terms of health routine, time to allocate doing this, as well as the videos, and my journaling here that I'm doing for YouTube, as well as Instagram. And so I was playing around with the hardware today. It was great fun. Did a few tutorials on the Terizay, it's still on at the moment, and hooking that up to the sub 37. So nice sounds. Lots of ideas. I refresh myself into how to use the Terizay and the chords. It's a great tool. So hopefully Monday we start again. Generate ideas. Use the theory now that I put together as the plan, and it all should come together. All right, guys, I'm going to stop it there. I hope that helps, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.